Do wellness programs work? While 80% of large employers offer some form of wellness program, many also question whether they're seeing a positive return on investment or ROI. Further, studies like the recent ones out of Harvard University and the University of Illinois, they question the ROI, while other studies show a strong ROI. So what's going on? Rather than ignoring the data, let's take a deeper dive into that data. Let's find out what the broader scientific community is discovering and what it means to you in practical terms if you're wanting to optimize the outcomes in your current role. I'm Dr. Bradford Cooper of the Catalyst Coaching Institute, where we partner with organizations and individuals who are looking to be a catalyst for a world in need. If you've not yet hit that subscribe button down below, that's an easy way to tell us you like what we're doing. The question on the table is very straightforward. Do wellness programs work? Now, in order to answer that, we've got to first define the two main terms, wellness programs and work. Well, let's start by defining the second. It's pretty straightforward. In this context, work refers to whether the wellness program in place produced a positive outcome. Did it provide a value equal to or greater than the cost of such a program? Now, the term wellness program, on the other hand, that's a little bit more slippery. Many programs, including some of those reviewed in the published studies, well, they focus on the idea that information equals application. In other words, the organization will incentivize you to pick a topic like nutrition, physical activity, or stress reduction. You're then provided the information regarding what you need to do to improve, and then you implement those changes, you're good to go. Now, it looks good on paper, except for one problem. Personal health and wellness, it doesn't take place on paper. It takes place within the context of a unique, living, breathing human being. The annals of psychology, neuroscience, and related subjects provide just a bit more information about human behavior's influence than we're going to try to cover in this brief overview. However, even a rudimentary glance at the research makes it clear that creating positive, lasting behavior change is not simply a math problem. For example, the classic stages of change model developed by Dr. James Prochaska, who was kind enough to join us for our 100th episode on the Catalyst Health, Wellness, and Performance Coaching podcast, reminds us there is a massive difference between the pre-contemplation and the action stages. Leaving this and other things out of the behavior change equation by assuming that information equals application, that's just one simple example of why so many wellness programs fall short. So what's the solution? Faith Hill reminded us years ago in her song, "The secret to life is there ain't no secret, and you don't get your money back." Now, fortunately, when it comes to effective employee wellness strategies, there actually are a few secrets that can move you and your ROI forward. Number one, move beyond the old dimensions of wellness and integrate the building blocks of performance into your model. We discussed this new model at length in a previous video, and we'll link to that below. But here's a quick summary. The updated building blocks model allows each individual to identify their key area of emphasis and interest at whatever particular moment in time, while simultaneously seeing it within the bigger picture. It takes into account the realities of life, the importance of foundational health that provides the stability for that wellness growth, and, if desired, the opportunity to pursue enhanced performance in some specific area of interest. Number two, integrate personalized, nationally board certified health and wellness coaching as a core piece of your strategy. Over the past few years, a dramatic shift has taken place in the coaching world. It used to be that anyone could call themselves a coach. And a wellness company, well, they could sell you coaching as a service without any accountability about the quality of that coaching or the training of the individuals doing that coaching. Fortunately, or perhaps unfortunately for some who preferred the coaching style over coaching substance, the National Board for Health and Wellness Coaching, or NBHWC, was established in 2016. The NBHWC partnered with the National Board for Medical Examiners. Yes, the same organization that licenses physicians to create standards of excellence for the new generation of health and wellness coaches. Just as you wouldn't seek an unlicensed physician for your medical care, those who are aware of the NBHWC, they know better than to settle for amateur coaching. The third key step to creating ROI is to make a decision about whether your wellness program is about checking boxes or changing lives for the better. If the latter, turn your attention to the concept of one size fits one. Check the box models, like the ones that fell short in the research studies we talked about. Well, they act as if everyone is coming to the table with similar histories, goals, support systems, emotional responses, schedules, and more. They put an emphasis on moving through a predetermined process to reach a similar outcome. Providing the catalyst for lasting, meaningful behavior change involves tapping into the intrinsic motivation inherent in each individual to move forward. Does the second option sound like we're sitting in a circle, singing Kumbaya and handing out participation models while telling people, you be you? Absolutely not. When it's done effectively, the second method absolutely provides measurable outcomes that will not only have a positive impact on the expense side of your income statement, it can also boost the performance of your employees, driving revenues higher in the process. At the core, a wellness program exists to create lasting, meaningful, and positive behavior change. Do they work? Only if the strategy we put in place builds in the latest research around intrinsic motivation, motivational interviewing, stages of change, and other elements leading to such change. If you're serious about creating such a strategy and would like additional guidance, feel free to reach out to us. You can do that through the website below, catalystcoachinginstitute.com. If you'd prefer to take a look at some additional resources before reaching out, there are plenty here on the YouTube coaching channel, and this one right here might be a great place to start.